All right, let's look at the homework 7.7, problem number 3. All right, so we want to estimate the value of the definite integral from 0 to 1 of 11 cosine of x squared with respect to x with n equals 4. Part A using trapezoid rule. All right, so let's do that first. All right, so remember that the trapezoid rule, we need delta x. So let's find the delta x first. All right, delta x is, as always, b minus a over n. All right, and b is 1. All right, and a is 0. So n over n is 4. Alright, so it's a 1/4 is delta x. Alright, so trapezoid, so T4 is going to be delta x, so it's a 1/4. Alright, divide by 2. Then I'm going to call this integrand f of x. Right, and you have an interval from 0 to 1, so maybe I should draw a number line here. 0 to 1, and split that into 4 sections. Right, so this is 0.25, and this is 0.5, and this is 0.75. Alright, so we plug in. First one is f of 0. Alright, then it's going to be 2 times f of 0.25 and 2 times f of 0.5 plus 2 times f of 0.75 plus f of 1. Right, so let's compute that, and let's see what's the precision, around to 6 decimal places. Alright, so I'm gonna just bring out the GeoGebra. Right, so f of x is defined to be 11 cosine of x squared. And put that in. It's got a pretty picture there, and it's from 0 to 1, so we don't really need a lot. So I'm gonna just zoom in a bit here, and I'm gonna just bring this guy down a bit. All right, so this is the picture here. All right, then we're doing a 1/4. All right, and divide by 2. Actually, can I just write it as 1 over 1/4 divided by 2, so 1 over 8. All right, then we're gonna put f of 0 plus 2 times f of 0.25 plus 2 times f of 0.5 plus 2 times f of 0.75 plus f of 1. All right. That will give us the, maybe I can just name it as T sub 4. Alright, so let's get that value. Alright, hopefully it's coming up. Alright, it came back, and T4 came out to be 9.853348-ish. Right? So let's type it in there. Alright, oh, not that one, here. Alright, so this came out to be 9.853348. Alright, so that's the trapezoid rule. So let's check the answer first. Submit for testing. Alright, it came back, and we got part A correctly. Alright, let's do the midpoint rule. Alright, so we're going to do M4, so midpoint rule, M4. Alright, so delta x is still the same, so 1/4. right? Then we're gonna have to do, so we have to do a midpoint here. So I think it's easier to use a fraction. So it's a 1/4 and a half of that. So it's a 1/8 here. And this is going to be a 3/8. And this is going to be a 5/8. And this is going to be a 7/8 there, right? So we just need to do f of, first one is 1/8 plus f of 3/8 plus f of 5/8 plus f of 7/8 added together, right? So let's do it on GeoGebra, right? So I'm going to find M4, so M sub 4 is equal to 1/4, right? Then you do f of 1/8 plus f of 3/8 plus f of 5/8 plus f of 7/8, right? Hit enter. All right, so we got 9.8533. Oh, actually, that was the T4. 9.997975-ish. All right, so let's type it in. All right, so what we got was 9.997975. All right, so let's check the answer. Submit for testing. All right, it came back, and we did part B correctly as well. All right, so let's move on to the next one. From the graph of the integrand, decide whether your answers are underestimate or overestimate. All right, so let's look at the picture first. All right, so you can see that the graph of 11 cosine of x squared is curving down. So when you do a trapezoid method, you can see that the straight line is going to be go under the curve, which makes the trapezoid rule underestimate, because you're going to miss a little bit. So we can see that this is going to be it's going to be an underestimate. All right. Then M4 on the other hand, if you look at the picture again, so if you right, so if you do a midpoint rule and a kind of straight line, and you can see that you seem to miss. Let's see, you have a little bit more excess than the part you're gonna miss. So I think this is gonna give you a slight overestimate. So here I'm gonna just try that. It's going to be an overestimate. All right, if that's the case, and overestimate, so M is going to be 9.997975 is going to be the larger one, and then 9.853348 is going to be an underestimate. All right, so let's check the answer. All right, it came back and looks like we got this one correctly. All right. That's it. I hope that this was clear.